Welcome to Barb's Craft Room. Hey, everybody. I am so glad you joined me today. We are going to continue to work on this beautiful junk journal made out of envelopes, zigzag. It is beautiful. So today I thought I would do a couple of weird stuff, but we'll just see. I felt like playing in my craft room. So we have these pockets, and I have this beautiful pink paper. Pink paper will look really pretty. I'm going to cut these edges off so it's kind of rounded. Gives it a softer look. You can ink the edges of yours if you like. But I just thought this would go really pretty in here. And there's 5 pockets, I do believe. And they have to be put in. They have to be put in exactly right. You gotta hold your tongue the right way, you know. So what's stopping me here? A little bit of glue, maybe? Darn. Okay, well, if you have a little bit of glue and you want to unstick it, you can put some. Oh, I know what it is. It's not a little bit of glue. It's the tie here. Of course it is. So we don't want to do anything like that. So I'm going to cut off probably a half an inch. Half an inch. Yeah, there we go. That fits the card nicely. I didn't round the corners on the top. Didn't want to now. Now that I've done that. So the next pocket we have these are 3. They fit my envelope. So they're 3 3 3/4 by 9. 3 3/4 by 9. The reason I'm rounding off one end is because, you know, those pointy edges, they kind of stick. They make it difficult to get in an envelope. But if they're round, they kind of slide smooth. So there's that one. Here is one. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this flap after I do these envelopes. These can be covered in tea-dyed paper, so you can, but you can just draw lines on it. You can write on it as it is. You can decorate them if you want. I think they make great little additions to write, so I'm just going to leave it. Well, you got to put it all in there. Whoever wants this book will be the one who fixes the pages how they want it. Or these cards how they want them. There's that one. Oh, there's another one. I need it 3 3/4 by 9. So I gotta cut another one. That 3 3/4. And there's 2 inches off of this 8.5 by 11. And I'm going to use those as tags in this book. I'm not going to waste nothing. Waste nothing. Use it all. You know, there's some other strips that are here too. They will make additions. I'm gonna show you how we can use that too. All right. So the last one is a long one. What I'd like to do is, instead of cutting it off, I'm going to score it. I'm going to score it at the 2 inches instead of cutting it off. And then I'm going to fold it over. So I'm going to round the bottom like the other ones, so it slides in nice. But I'm also going to round the top like that. Then when I go to slide it in, I think I want to put some pretty paper on it. Pretty paper. Pretty paper, where are you? This is the right. So this is 2 inches. So let's go 2 inches. 2 inches. Do you have anything that's just 2 inches? Not really. Okay, so we'll do 2 inches. 2 inches. Keep. And this, I think I only did this one at 3 1/4. 3 1/4. So I'm going to do a little bit less than 3 1/4. Round those 2 edges. Cut off a little bit less than 2 inches. Maybe I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch off of it. 1/4 inch. And because I'm gluing this one down, I need it 8. This one's going to be a little, you know, if I only did 3 sides, I could make it a pocket. You can always make anything a pocket. It's kind of crazy how that works. That would have been kind of cool, huh? A pocket on the top here. Okay, we'll slide that little puppy in here. Looks like I have an issue in there. It's just too long. Oh, no, it ain't. There we go. That is pretty. I think it could use a paper clip here. I have a 2-sided paper clip that I have made. There we go. That's really cute. It pops up. If I don't want it to pop up, I can push it all the way down. It could go like that. Or we could make a small one. Or just use any small paper clip. Anyhow, I do like that. I do like it. So I'm going to leave it there. All right. So back to this one envelope right here. What would be really cute here, I have measured pages that would fit here. And it would be a fold it. Okay, I'm going to put it there like that. I'm going to put it on here. And I'm going to glue this over the top. Don't want it to bend, so I'm going to pull it over a little bit. There we go. There's a flip open page. Look at that. You want to make sure that it's glued though. If it didn't get glued, you need to add some glue to it. You don't want it to come off. There we go. And then we'll glue this one on top. I like this pretty page. I like it. And glue it right on top of the other one. Just like that. And put glue on the edge. And then I'm going to glue on this edge. Line up that. So now I have a flip open. I can make it a pocket. That might be a good idea. Since I left it to be that way, I'll line it up with this one, I think. And I have a pocket. You can just cut one side if you want. Two sides looks okay to me. Now, when you're making a journal, there's nothing right or wrong about any of it. It's however you want it. The only card that I have available is this card. Put some stripes in there. It needs to be a tad bit shorter. And there's our pretty flip page. Interesting, isn't it? How simple things can be. It's getting kind of fat. All right, believe what I'd like to do in here is do a little bit of stamping or yeah, I think stamping. Give the pages a little bit of detail. I want to be able, though, to allow the person who's going to own this opportunity to write. So I think just a stamp or two here or there. I found this postage stamp. Doesn't look like I've ever used it. I have a wall of stamps, so I thought I'm going to try it. I do have pinks and green. I think a green stamp would be really. I'm going to try green postage stamp. And I'm just randomly going to put a green postage stamp on my pages. This is just to make sure I get enough ink. The better way to do it would be to make sure there's nothing bumpy behind it. Stamp. There we go. So there's a stamp. And the next one, I am going to put it somewhere else. All in that same corner though, I think. So that's the familiarity, will be a corner. What about the back? In the corner. But remember I said you need a, yeah, that'll work. You need to have it flat for a stamp. The stamp should be flat. You need to stamp it flat. Otherwise it doesn't come out. Okay, now I have some green stamps. These green stamps don't get you anything though. Like the green stamps when my mom was alive got you a prize of some kind. I did make from some of these tags in this pocket, I did make a couple of real cute little. Gotta find a home for these. They might find a home. I don't know. We can go back to making these books. I like making the little notepads. These are fun to be able to use them in a well, let's try something different. Okay, what can we make out of these? Here's an idea. I got an idea. Okay, I'm going to cut them, one of these, in half. So then I will have two of the exact same. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get another pack and do the same thing with this other pack. That just came to my thoughts. Somebody else might have thought of it already, but I haven't seen it. So to make this, we're going to make a waterfall. And this looks like a good page to put it on. What I'm going to do is fold it over about, I don't know, a half inch. That's not a half inch. Yep, that's a half inch. I'm going to fold it over about a half an inch. Then I'm going to take my tiny attacher, Tim Holtz tiny attacher, and I'm going to staple that down. And I'm going to do that on all of them. Fold it over about half an inch and tiny attacher. Make sure you have the papers how you want them. I kind of like that orange line showing. That was pretty cool. I'll fold it over and staple it. Oh, looks like I missed a page. I'm going to add it to this one. Make sure you get that in there where it belongs. Wonder if that one will fall out. Nope, I got it right. Fold it over. Oh, it won't fall out because I folded it over. Duh. Okay. Then, do I want them the same? Do I want them different? How do I want these? I like it like that. They're not the same width. So I think we should put the bigger ones on the top. All right. This is what you gotta do to make a waterfall. You need some glue. And you glue the folded over piece and put it on your paper where you want it. I think this would be pretty with a cover on there. I'm going to hide that staple with a piece of cardstock. Then I'm taking my next one. I can put a piece of cardstock on here too if I want. That might be a good idea, a good way to use up my little pieces of cardstock. Glue it on before you put it down. Then put glue on the back. You can glue it right up next to that one, and it can go just a little bit down. Butt it up right next to the one that you just put down. And then you have a bunch. This one will go right up next to that one. I think I'm going to make two different ones. I'm going to make this pad up there. And then I'm going to flip it to another page and make another waterfall on a different page. Here we go. I think it'll look fantastic. I'm not sure I want it way up there, but I think I'm going to lower it. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, it just has to be on there. I think I'm going to leave a space right there, like that. And do I have any more skinny pieces of cardstock anymore? I have some, but they're not as skinny. Oh, I do have plain pink. I do have plain pink. So we're gonna put plain pink. Well, I'm gonna. And you have nothing to say because it's mine. You can do it however you want to do it. And since this one is so far away, put it on there. That would give it a little bit of extra writing pages. How about that? I like it. That's very interesting. Getting kind of chunky. All right. Those cute little girls. I do have some of these pink. These, I cut them off of those pink tags, remember? So I think they should go in here. I'm going to put this off to the side for a minute, and we are going to decorate these. They are going to be little pockets, but I think they're just a tad bit too wide for my page. Just a tad. So I'm going to cut them off. Probably just a tad. A tad is like that. Remeasure this. That's still not small enough. So it'll have to be 2 tads. 2 tads off of each one. Which if I did a 2 tad would probably be a 16th. A 16th. I'm guessing. It's one line on my trimmer, one line before the quarter. So whatever that measures, one line before the quarter. One line before the quarter. And that looks like it's going to work. Whoops. I still have 2 more paper pads that we are going to find a use for. You just never know what I'm thinking. I never know what I'm thinking. Oh, I don't want to deviate. Let's just put that over there. I want to do these. I really do. I think they each need, since they are a little bit about 3.5. They need a little thumb notch. We're just going to eyeball these. How do you eyeball? I tell you. When I put this in here, I look at how much paper I have on the top and how much I have on the bottom. And if it looks about equal, then I cut. I don't want too much of it. About like that. So now I have a template. Right? So we will mark the middle of that to be the middle of my circle punch. And cut. If you don't want this on yours, then, don't do it. I hope you're making one along with me, because it's more fun to do it together than it is to do it alone. Then you can make it your own. It'll be your own design on how you like. I just know I like lots of pockets in my journals. I like a lot of interactive possibilities, flips, tags coming in and out. I could have made corner pockets. These, I'm going to make these all the same in the way of they are going to have, they're going to be decorated. How I'm going to decorate it is yet to be seen. But I want them all to be pretty close to the same. I have 5 signatures, so one will go in each signature. Cohesiveness, right? Cohesiveness. All right. Then I have this punch over here. I have a small, this kind of punch. I would like to punch this. That looks like it might work. I need 5. This will make 3. 3. I need 5. Do you have another piece over here somewhere? And this one. 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to fold it in half. And we're going to cut it. I'm going to fold that one in half. So it's a little, I probably didn't need 5, but maybe I did. Maybe I needed more. Yeah, for sure needed more. Cut another one. And then I'll cut another one because I need to fold it in half and cut it again. I need 5 of these, and 1 makes 4. What in the world is she doing? I don't know. I saw something that I thought would be really pretty. So I decided I was going to try it without any kind of directions at all. Okay, here's 5. Now I need a square. How big is this? Where's my, this is about 3/4 of an inch. So I need a 3/4 of an inch square. This is a 1/2 inch. I wonder if a 1/2 inch would work. I'm going to go with a 1/2 inch. Or this is 3/4 of an inch. Maybe. Instead of cutting with my punch, I'm going to cut with my trimmer to 3/4 of an inch. Let's see what I get. Wonder if it should be white. That looks okay. I'm going to try that. If I don't like it, I'm going to change it. Because I can. All right, what do I got here? Greenhouse. Looks like a house. I'm going to glue all these little guys on the roof of the house. Like so. That's the roof of a house. They look like little houses. Cute. We're working with teeny tiny stuff. I like working with teeny tiny stuff. I know that's weird, but I am weird. Little miniature stuff is so cute. And we sure could use a little teeny tiny window on there. And I do have some pre-cut out hearts. I wonder if I have some that are small enough. I'm sure I do. The problem is just digging them out because they are so small. Oh. Here's a tiny one. That could be a window. That's too big. Ooh. Okay. If those are too big, let's see where I have some smaller ones. I know I have some really tiny, tiny hearts. Where might I find a tiny heart? The dog one, that one's the one that's too big. That's too big. How big is that one? That's also too big. Okay, I have an old punch. I have an old owl punch, and it has a really, I'm not sure, that might still be too big. I'm going to punch one out and see what happens. What do I get out of this tiny? Oh, that'd be working. I think that's perfect. And I need a few. Three. 4. A little tiny owl punch. That's probably the smallest heart that I'm probably going to find. So that'll have to be it. Look better than that? No. All right, then I'm going to ink these circles. I think I would like them to pop up a little bit. Popping them up would be using a dimensional tape, if you will. I have Stampin' Up! Dimensional. I'm sure there's all kinds of brands out there that make dimensional tape to raise your piece up. I exclusively use Stampin' Up! Because I'm a demonstrator and I get a good deal being a demonstrator. If you're interested, you get 20% off your whatever you buy. So that will raise that up. Oh, goodness. That's adorbs. I think would be really cute. This looks like a little house. It'd be really cute to have a little bird. Wonder if I could find a teeny tiny bird. Wouldn't that be cute? That would be cute. All right. That one didn't go down the way I wanted it to. But it still pops up. I hope you can hear me better on this video. I did turn my volume up max. So I hope you can hear me better. And if you can't, then I'm probably mumbling. So I'll need to speak louder. My husband tells me I mumble. There's nothing wrong with mumbling. Unless you can mumble loud enough for someone to hear you. That's what you need to do. Mumble loud enough so someone to hear you. So we're going to put this little house on my circle. Can you still see me? I hope. Some of these look directional and then some don't. Little pop up. I'm going to just put it here. See what happens like that. Cute! Goodness gracious, that's cute. What do you think? It's cute, right? I guess the heart, it could be a door or a window. I'll put it as a window. I cut them out of some tissue paper, makes it difficult. There we go. So I suppose we need a door. How else are you going to get into this little house if you don't have a door? Right? Good question. So the door, we got a window, but we need a door. See this little tiny thing? That's going to be the door. Pink door. I'm going to ink it first, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Little teeny tiny house. Welcome to the house. I think that's about the right. Know how big that is. It is 1 centimeter. Cute. Goodness gracious, that's cute. Okay. I need 5. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then after you cut them, you got to ink the 2 parts that you cut. You don't got to, but it would probably look better if you did. Put some glue on it. Put it on the house. Now you got a door and a window. And the door needs a doorknob. I put the glue on the wrong side. I also cut it crooked. A miniature house. Pocket. Miniature house pocket. And what would be really cute would be to put a word on it that relates to a house. Welcome home. I don't know. Okay. I do have some pretty little, what are these called? Crystal drops. Crystal drop is going to make a doorknob. Don't even know if I've ever really used these things. But I'll have a little tiny doorknob on it. Doorknobs go on the right. Some doorknobs go on the left. There we go. They each have a doorknob. Now, before I glue them in the book, they should probably dry. Otherwise, I'm going to get that. Unless I don't touch it. But then if I put it in here and I close the book, it will get touched. So I need to let them dry. Then I'm going to put one in each portion of my, I'm not liking this at all. It's folding out. I probably should have made them smaller, but that's all right. It's still beautiful. It's very beautiful. So I'm going to stop right now on my 5 house pockets, and I will decorate some more with you next time. And have a great time. Please like, share if you want.